Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm reading for lovely Libras and possibly a few lovely Leos as well. We've got that lion on that card there. You don't have to be a Libra for this reading to resonate. You could be dealing with a Libra. You could have Libra somewhere else in your chart. If it doesn't resonate, you can go and check out some of your other placements. If you don't know what those are, there's a link in the description box down below for a website that I use, but I'm not affiliated with, where you can go and check out your full birth chart. Without further ado, what do we have for Libra? Your energy is very sweet, very giving, very warm, very loving, very supportive. It feels like Libra's just doing Libra's thing, like doing your own thing, being a good person, putting a lot of love and light out into the world. I don't know if you are the friend that came through in Virgo's reading, because Virgo had this thing about Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast, and it was like the candlestick, right? Be our guest, be our guest. And this card here, this messenger of fire, she's the Knight of Wands, has this light on her head, all these candles. So I believe this is Lucia, Saint Lucia, who brought food. Actually, really funny that, isn't it? She I'm just noticing the similarity between Virgo's reading. Be our guest, put our service to the test. Dish by dish, one by one. I quoted that wrong, but this candlestick bringing Belle food, and then it's like, here you are, this is you. I want to say, you can flip it and reverse it if needs be, as this Saint Lucia character who was bringing food, I believe, to some people who were in the darkness, bringing nourishment to people who were in the darkness. So you're coming in with this kind of, I've got it written down as generosity of spirit, with this generosity card here and this maple spirit. It's just feels very warm, with this being the messenger of fire, the Knight of Wands. It is quite a spontaneous energy. You could also be connecting with a fire sign or have fire placements in your chart, but it's this instinctive, warm, passionate, loving, brave, fierce energy of bringing something beautiful and warm into the world. I'm really noticing as well the kind of like the generosity of love, like loving with an open heart, wearing your heart on your sleeve, understanding that it doesn't cost you anything to be a good person, to be a kind person, to give love to others. It's like you've got a never-ending supply of love. You can just hand it out, like like Santa Claus handing out Christmas presents, they're showing me. Like, you can just hand out that love to the world. Compliments as well. You're very good with compliments, Libra. Telling people like the best qualities, very encouraging. So a little bit critical again. You kind of, especially if you're Virgo cusp. I've got something to say about that actually, but it's like bringing light into the world, bringing love and light and hope, and like it's kind of got this energy of like getting people to see the best in themselves, which was on the underline of this deck, but I had to give it a bit of a shuffle. And so there's a card about meerkats, and he's kind of seeing the best qualities of people and kind of painting them all. Interesting, this painting is coming through. I don't know if some of you are artists or painters. It's like painting, I'm hearing painting the roses red, but it's like painting, seeing the potential of people or seeing the best qualities of people and kind of bringing that out to the surface, and kind of complimenting people and painting them in their own best colors. Something like this. It feels very loving. It feels very supportive. It feels like, with lions representing confidence, it's like you're bringing the confidence out of people. You're bringing out people's best qualities, their lion hearts. Perhaps you have something of a lion heart, but it feels really lovely. And just to kind of show you as well, again, this could be somebody around you, but you see how she's almost like she's radiating this kind of like light energy. She's got these like orbs, or this sort of this warm aura. Again, it could be someone you're dealing with. Again, a lot of Leo coming through with that generosity card. Leo is known as a generous sign, and it's like it doesn't have to be generous with money. Again, like I say, it's like the generosity of spirit, the generosity of being a warm person, giving people your time, making time for people, caring about people. That is another form of generosity, and that's what it feels like. So it's like she has this really warm aura, this aura of like light and warmth, and just really, really nice. And you can see it's all around this tree as well. So whatever this kind of warm energy is, it's really lovely, light bringer energy. You could be a light worker. This was coming through in Virgo's reading. Funnily enough, I couldn't get a candle lit. Funny with this candle thing that's coming through with you and Virgo. Couldn't get my candle lit, and it's kind of broken now. I can't light that candle. But when I was lighting my joss stick and, you know, I struck a match and I was lighting my my little bit of white sage here, the fire had that kind of like sparkiness coming off it, you know, like the little kind of like orbs of light that sometimes flicker off a flame, you know, like little bits of the wood and the things that I'm burning kind of like lighting and kind of like firing up. So you have this, it just has this like lifting up energy. I'm kind of seeing a bit of a tie-in as well with Cancer's reading about, it was like lighting the fairies on fire but them turning into dragons. It's like I know that sounds awful, but it's like this, it just feels like uplifting, like I don't know, I'm not 100% sure. I might leave that one there. I was talking about Virgo a little bit in terms of there's something here about you seeing things as glass half full, taking an empty space and painting a new reality onto it. It's like you see emptiness, you see the void, you see nothing, you see silence as a blank canvas. It's like, well, do you know what? If nobody else is going to fill this space, I'm going to fill this space, and I'm going to fill this space with my own energy. And my own energy is this energy. It's literally your energy, Venus energy. You're ruled by Venus. Pleasure, joy, make love to life, beauty, harmony. It's like this gorgeous, it's like your own inner spirit, right? Your own inner soul of like seeing the beauty in the world, and sometimes having rose tinted glasses as well. You share that with Pisces. But like this inner harmony that you have, this inner beauty, your ability to see the beauty, not just in the world, but in other people, you know, seeing people's best qualities. It's like you're taking, it's like, okay, fine, you're going to give me an empty glass, I'm going to turn it into, it's like that lemonade energy again. Like, you're going to give me nothing. Well, do you know what? I'm going to take this as an opportunity to have this growth. It's very, very positive. It's very glass half full. And it's because I want to say there's something about your energy, like your energy is strong enough to fill empty spaces. So it could be talking about a little bit of illusion, which I'm going to come back to. Actually, I'll come back to that in a moment. So continuing with this kind of glass half full energy. No, I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, Virgo sometimes can be a little bit glass half empty. So with this energy here, I had the song Paint It Black coming through with by the Rolling Stones. I see a red door and I want to paint it black. It's like wanting to paint everything black. And you're the opposite, I want to say. You're not doing that. You're painting everything in colour. I'm hearing technicolor. So it could be talking about like film, you know, like when film went from black and white to technicolor. You are a very technicolor sign. I always say, like, with that kind of faceted energy, you know, shining a light through and seeing the rainbow colors. You see all sides of a situation. You know, life to you is not black and white. Life to you is technicolor. It's vibrant. It's complicated. It's there is some conjecture, I want to say, in your reading, but it's this energy of like, if you're going to give me silence, I'm going to look at, if you're going to give me silence, then I'm going to read into it every possibility that there could be. It's like the way that your mind works. It's like, if you're given nothing, you know that it's not nothing, you know that it's everything, something like that. I can't quite work that out. Again, it's this void energy. There's something confusing you. Look at this with the clouds on ahead. It's like there's something confusing you. There's something that's been hidden from you, that's been masked from you. And so I'm kind of going, again, with that Libra brain, I'm kind of going in a lot of directions at once. So I'm sorry about that. Again, like even this image here, it's like the branches of the tree. It's almost like that's your brain. Like your brain is, if I talk about like the tree of life energy, which again I saw in Cancer's reading, and it's also here. I talk about like the tree of life. When I meditate, I imagine this tree-like energy with the root system going down underground and the branches going up into the sky and branching outwards. Whereas I want to say your brain, your mental capacity, the way you think, you don't branch out in one direction, you branch out in multiple directions. There's something like that coming through. So I'm getting, sorry, with that card as well, I'm getting pure and simple every time. Lightning seeds, pure and simple every time, which again, like this enlightenment card with the light energy. Something, Forest Temple enlightenment. There's something about you and the way you think. Being very enlightened, being like a light worker, bringing light to others, bringing light to situations where there's secrecy and silence. It was funny, NDA by Billie Eilish was just playing there for a minute. I'm trying to rein it back in because, again, my brain is going in lots of different directions at once. So I'm sorry, now I'm getting a message about the trees. There's something about the trees. Again, like with this card here, it's like this tree here is one of the trees in this forest and it's growing straight. It's doing what all the other trees are doing. But there's something about your tree, like it doesn't fit in. Like you think differently, I want to say. You think differently than all the other trees. Like your tree is a different colour. It's maybe something about not being suitable to the environment, or perhaps something about standing out because the way you think is not like how the other people think. You know, you have a broader... You can think more broadly, something like that. Oh my goodness, like I'm just going to pause and rein it back in a little bit. I'm just going in so many different directions. Hold on. All right, so I'm just trying to make it linear so that, again, this is how my brain works. I always say it's my Gemini brain. It works in, like, again, it's like this, can't just see one perspective. You've got to see every perspective at once. And then it's like, well, I can see every perspective at once. Kind of like, they keep showing me a kaleidoscope. You know, when you look through it, it's all the different colours and it's ever changing. It's because you are an ever changing, hard to pin down sign. Again, like Gemini, you know, your opinions are always shifting because you're always taking in new information. So it's very hard to get a fixed perspective with Libra because you are so open, perhaps so open, and so you're always reaching for more information. You're always absorbing more information. So it's like you're always shifting. What is that? I just couldn't open up, I'm always shifting. Hallucinogenics, I think you got this last week as well by Lana Del Rey. I'm just going to make a note. Hallucinogenics. Lana. I couldn't open up, you're always shifting. So somebody can't open up to you because you're always shifting. They can't quite pin you down or something, but I feel like somebody's trying to pin you down. Okay, to the next set of messages. So you shining, you being perhaps like a shining example, I'm hearing. You standing out because you think differently, because you look different, because you act differently, because you have access to different information than all the other trees in the forest, right? You're not the same. You're not the same. So perhaps that's drawing attention, or you're afraid, perhaps, because the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands, is a very, very fiery, it's like a firework energy. It's very attention seeking, not attention seeking, but attention grabbing. It's loud, it's fiery, it's vibrant, it lights up like the night sky, right? It's like if people are used to looking at the blackness and then this energy suddenly appears, it's all eyes are going to be on it. So perhaps you're aware that you have this quality, or you're aware that you stand out, or you think differently, or there's something eye-catching or bright about you. So I want to say that you mask yourself. Now, it could be that there's other people trying to mask you, but I'm getting this energy of like self-sacrifice, or like like oppressing the self or something like that, because there's this energy of like the she's wearing a mask. It's, again, look at her hands. I didn't notice this before, but she's got that light in her hands, the gold light in her hands. So you, I want to say, are masking yourself. It's like you're dampening your own energetic glow. Like you're not having a glow up, you're having like a glow down. Look here as well with this Seven of Fire. It's like you've got this kind of like it came through as purity here, unicorn purity. Again, look at the fire around it. It's like it's very unique, right? It's very unique. It's very unusual. But I want to say there is something like this very pure about you. Like you're well-intentioned. Like the things you're doing, even though it's perhaps confusing to other people because it's very different. Like for you, it's coming from a very pure place. For you, it's coming through a place of, it's Libra, like I was talking about in Virgo's reading, like Virgos are like their sign is to serve, like their purpose is to serve in a nice way, right? In a way that is like, I serve because it gives me a feeling that I'm valued. You know, I have value, I have something to offer. What you have to offer, Libra, your purpose is to love and be loved in return. So I want to say it costs you nothing to love. It costs you nothing to be generous with your energy, to share that inner light with other people. But I want to say perhaps other people don't understand it, or they take it wrong, or you're misunderstood. But I want to say whatever you're doing, it always comes from a place of purity, of good intentions. Like a good intention is just to make other people, just to share that light with other people, to make them happy. Again, with like this 9 of water, it's like you're doing it again, like how I was saying in Virgo's reading, Virgo serves, Virgo gives, because it makes Virgo happy to do that, you know, within reason, if they're not taken advantage of and things like this. It's the same with you. It's like it costs me nothing to give this person a compliment. It costs me nothing to share this energy, because you have it. You have the 9 of earth and the 9 of water. This is a very independent energy. It's not codependent in any way. It's very free. It's very liberal. It's very you know, my stock is good. I've got everything I need. I have maybe not necessarily financial. You know, these 2 cards. This card especially has like financial independence, and there's a lot of diamonds on here. But there's something with you where it's like you understand your true worth. Your true worth is more connected to your emotions and your spiritual independence, something like that. So I want to say you're like spiritually independent. You're a free thinker. You know what makes you happy. You know where true happiness lies. You know what's really important. So what's this confusion energy? This confusion energy I feel like I've had it for a few weeks for you, where it's like something's confusing you. There's something that you're hiding, like a secret that you're carrying, because you have secrets here, or like either somebody's keeping you in the dark about a situation, like you don't have access to information, or like somebody's keeping you a secret, something like this. There's definitely this cloaking or hidden energy, because like I say, it's like she's wearing a mask here, she's being hidden, and I saw it somewhere else as well. There's a veil over her eyes. There's confusion here, like the 7 of Cups. There's confusion, there's secrecy, like you're being kept. It's like you're intentionally being kept in the dark. Like there's an energy, it's this bigger energy that's intentionally keeping you in the dark. Like there, she's got the mask on. So I want to say you're being hidden. And it's interesting that this has been coming through in a few different readings about this energy that's being hidden. This female energy is coming through us. So you don't have to be female, by the way. Like, it's more like yin and yang, right? It's the energy within us all. We all have masculine and feminine energy within. But it's like coming through with like this female or yin energy of like, it just comes through as love, like unconditional love. Like, again, this like light energy. And there's this higher energy. Now, it could be perhaps an organization that you work with, or it could be like a higher energy like God or something like this, that's almost like hiding you or keeping you in reserve, something like this, keeping you in reserve, keeping you in the dark intentionally, because it could be that when you're kept in the dark, you reach out energetically. It's like by keeping you in the dark, whoever this is that's keeping you a secret, or keeping you under wraps, or cloaking you, or hiding things from you, it helps you to tap into your power. It helps you to extend. Can you see how like this crown energy here with the tree? As I say, it's like this energy that extends out from your crown chakra and reaches up to draw in information. And then she has like her crown chakra all lit up here, like literally lit up. And then like this card here, it's like this branching out, like mentally branching out. So by keeping you confused, by keeping you guessing, you branch out further and further and further. It's extending your energy out, it's helping you to grow, to broaden. Something like this, like broaden your perspective, broaden your ideas, tap into more, like you're tapping into more resources because you don't have all the answers. Something like this. It doesn't feel nice. It feels oppressive, feels self-serving, and it feels a little bit cruel, because there's a story with this Lynx card about basically Demeter, the goddess of grain, right? She spreads seeds. She's the goddess of like springtime and harvest time and all this kind of stuff. Demeter is she gives this man the knowledge of how to propagate plants and to spread seeds, to bring abundance and growth to the world. And he goes around and he's very, very successful. He plants a lot of plants. He spreads a lot of seeds. The earth is very abundant. But then he meets this king called like Lynxus or something. And the king wants this knowledge. He wants to keep this knowledge to himself. So he traps this man, and he actually wants to kill him so that he can secure this knowledge and be the kingdom with the ability to grow the most crops. But Demeter sees this and kind of sabotages his plans, and not Telemachus, that's a different person. It's like Telly something, I think. He goes off and he continues on his journey. So I want to say that you have tapped into a piece of information with this Ace of Earth. It's like you've tapped into a seed, the seed of an idea, the creative potential. It could be, again, working with a Virgo. They have this thing about seeds and growth. It's like you've got the knowledge of, you've got this seed, you've got this knowledge, you've got this idea, you've got this. But it's more than an idea. With it being earth, it's like a skill. It just really feels like you have something here. You have something. I want to say it's very valuable, which is why there's an energy that's bigger than you, that's trapping you, or trapping your energy and trying to keep you for itself. Something like this. There's a lot of lightning around this. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of storm energy, because up here, like, just to kind of show you, it's like you're trapped within this energetic field. Like there's all this electricity trapping you. I want to say that's you. Being, it's like your independent spirit, right? Your independent spirit is suddenly trapped. Or there's an attempt to trap you, because there's this sacrifice card with this bull, and again with all this energy that's around it. Like, can you see as well here this little person who's like, it's almost like somebody's created an energetic bubble to keep you quiet or keep you hidden. But there's something like sacrifice. I don't know if it's self-sacrifice or like they're sacrificing you in some sort of way. But this talks about the cult of Mithras, which was this cult of men. So it's like a male, like a bit like Masons or something like that. It's like this male-dominated society. So it's like, because you're coming through this with this very feminine energy, and I'm not saying it's men doing this or women doing this. Again, gender's very fluid in tarot, but this kind of this loving vibration rather than this oppressive vibration. It's trying to dominate you, it's trying to suppress you, it's trying to keep you hidden in some sort of way. So again, with that lightning energy, do you see how it's like lighting up the skies here? I didn't even notice before. I don't think I've ever noticed him before. I always saw it as like the woodland and the sky, but there's actually a Zeus-like figure here as well. So it could be like a father figure, a boss, somebody who's in control, or just the universe, right? God, the universe, whatever you want to say. But it's like there's this this energy that's creating this, like, it's like an energetic field. Can you see? It's almost like you're on earth and this is the sky. Like, you're down here, this is your perspective, and this is this bigger energy that's surrounding you and trying to contain you in some sort of way. It's like it's trying to keep you in the dark. It's trying to keep you hidden. Stop, embrace the winter, get great cosmic womb. But you have this message about don't dim to fit in. So I was talking about here about how, you know, you don't want to stand out. Again, especially it could be something to do with work. Somebody else had this. I want to say maybe it was Cancer or Leo. I'm kind of losing track now of the readings of these three women who were going up to a man in position of authority and saying, you know, we've got something to say. You know, these women who are suddenly being noticed where perhaps they weren't noticed before. So it's like, you know, going from this energy of wanting to blend in, perhaps wanting to blend in, not wanting to stand out, not wanting to draw attention to yourself. There could be something about, you know, growing taller than the other trees, and somehow when you grow taller than the other trees, you somehow attract this attention. I mean, it's coming through chaos, right? Chaos and this kind of bullish sacrifice. It doesn't feel good. So it's like you don't want to grow higher than the other trees and attract attention because you don't want to be, you know, struck down by this energy. I don't like whatever that energy is. It feels like toxic masculinity, right? Or like feels like there's danger attached to it, but you can't help it. You can't help being you know, this vibrant color. You can't help growing in a different direction. It's like something that's inherent to you. It's something about your seed, right? Your DNA, your blueprint. You can't help. It's like you can't help but stand out. So there's something about, well, stand out then. Like, stand out then. Because you have don't dim to fit in. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Why should you dim your light to fit in? And what would happen if you activated your light? So again, there's this like activating your light energy. So underneath that is, look at this Age of Light as well. I hadn't seen this before. So underneath this, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Starseed, what lights you up? Perhaps you do identify as a starseed or a light bringer. What lights you up? What fires you up? What gets you into this Knight of Wands energy, where the Knight of Wands fears nothing, or the Knight of Wands may have fear, but they have a lot of bravery. Again, with the lion, right? The lion heart. They have bravery. They are impassioned. It's like their passion and their motivation and that light inside them, that fire inside them, makes them run into the storm. They're not afraid of the storm because there's something more important at stake. You know, something. It's why should you suppress yourself because of this chaos energy? And it doesn't, you know, it could be many different things, like this energy that's threatening you and trying to suppress you. It's like it works on fear. It holds power because it keeps people trapped in fear. It keeps people small. So the way to undermine that authority, or the way to break that system, is to do the thing that they fear the most. It is to be the brave one. It is to be the one that stands out. It is to be the one that grows taller than the others. And it loosens its authoritative, oppressive grip, because it's you know, there may be danger. There may be a very real danger in doing this, but at the same time, this power can only control as long as people agree to be controlled. You know, as long as people say, oh, that person's threatening me, therefore I will. I mean, don't do anything to endanger yourself. Obviously, you know your situation best. I'm reading energy, not specific situations. So you know what you know. If you're in real danger, like especially at real physical danger, trust your instincts. The messenger of fire has very, very strong instincts. Interesting, she's turning her back. She's turning away from this. She's not looking at it. She's refusing perhaps to look at it. She's refusing to acknowledge it. It's like, do you know what? You go and cause a storm over there. I'm going to go over here and do something creative and beautiful. I'm going to do something positive where you're doing something destructive. Again, it's this yin yang energy, the destruction, the chaos, and the creativity, and the new seeds that can sprout from beyond that. So there's something where it's like your energy is being suppressed, and perhaps you can't physically move in a situation. So the light within you, you're nurturing this, you're growing this. It's like your own soul or something. You see how it's like she's nurturing this energy. It's like it's here in her hands. It's starting to grow. It's starting to sprout, and then it's this energy, you're nurturing it, you're growing it. So whatever that golden energy is, could be golden shadow energy, could be your own innate flame, you know, the energy of love, of strength, of passion, of bravery, of boldness, and then growing it, and perhaps it becoming bigger. It's like it's filling that space. I want to say it's filling that space. So in this place where you have been contained, you've been kept in the dark, your energy has been oppressed, perhaps there's something that has triggered you, and I want to say you've had some time to, who or what is triggering you with this mirror, you've had some time to have some self-reflection, to go within, to look at yourself and say, why does this power have authority over me? Why am I triggered by this? Rather than react to it, rather than engage with it, I can turn my back on this and I can do some inner work here. So this, you've done something quite good there. It's like, okay, so I can't, it could be like lockdown, it could be some kind of blackout energy. I'm kind of like getting, especially with the electricity and the void, it's like a media blackout, or a, you know, when a certain, the internet goes down or a certain platform goes down, it's like you can't, you don't anymore have access to that information from the same way that you normally would. So you've cultivated a new ability to tap into information, perhaps in a psychic way. It's like, oh, you think you're going to take my phone away? Oh, it's okay, I can have a psychic voicemail chat with my best mate, something like that. So you've created, I want to say, maybe with a Virgo, maybe some of you are Virgo cusp, you've created this brilliant inner world. You've painted the roses red, you know, you've painted the black door red, rather than this kind of, oh, that's what I was going to say before. Virgo can sometimes come in with a, Virgo's a realist and you're a fantasist. So Virgo is going to look at the void and see it as a void and say, you know, how can we improve this? It's a critical energy. It's like, you know, they could look at this and say it's beautiful, but it's not perfect. How can we improve on this? So Virgo's a realist, and they, you're both idealists. You both have the same vision of like the perfect world, the perfect life. You both have the same vision, I want to say, but Virgo's a realist, and they say, okay, we're not there yet. What do we need to do to get there? And you're a fantasist. You're an idealist in terms of, well, I don't want to look at the negative situation, so I'm going to focus on the potential. I'm going to focus on where we're going, or like what I want this to be. So there's a difference in the, you know, the rose tinted glasses. This could be something like that coming through as well there. And perhaps this triggers you, perhaps this, because it's a more negative, it's not necessarily wrong, but this Virgo energy, it's more negative, it's more, you seem a little bit more happy, like, you seem happier sat in the fantasy, and Virgo naturally sits in the reality. So there's a bit of a conflict there between you. I don't know why that's coming up, but it is. So where are we here then? Next, you go to something where it's like you're, I want to say this suppression isn't working. Whatever this void is, NDA, blackout, let's keep Libra in the dark here. We don't want Libra to have access to this information. We want to keep, you know, we're using Libra, so we're going to keep them hidden. Something like this. Whatever this oppressive energy is, there's something about you being able to see beyond it. It's like you can see past this, almost like veiling energy. It's like it's veiling you, possibly with kind of like veiled threats or something like that as well. I don't like that energy, but it's like you don't even, It's like you don't even see it, or you don't even acknowledge it, or you're focused on where you want to go. You're focused on what's on the other side of that energy. You know, the other side of the storm, right? Perhaps you're in the eye of the storm and you're refusing to look at the storm, but you see where you want to go. You see your path. You see what's on the other side. You're looking forward again with like optimism, something like this. So it's like you're just completely looking beyond it. It's like you're looking to the sky. It's like you're looking through this, you know, it's like lightning, but you see it as a gap. You see it as an opportunity. You see it as a crack. Like they see it as something that's controlling you, but you see it as, it's almost like turning the tables, or using someone's own game against them. Like if it's like electronics, you know, electronic information, you know, like social media, it's like you've got the other end of the wire, you've got the other end of the cord here. So, or you see the cracks in their argument, you see the cracks in their it's almost like bravado, or because I want to say when people act like this, when people act in this bullish, oppressive energy, it's normally because they're hiding some kind of fear. Exactly, yeah, I'm hearing it. They're acting this way because they've got something to hide, or they've got some kind of insecurity, or they have a fear of their own, and it's like you're actually a threat to them, and it's like you see it, you're like, well, they're trying to scare me with this lightning energy, but I see the lightning energy as it's actually information itself. It's like the way that this person's behaving, they're actually giving me information, because it's like this glass half full or glass half empty. Like you've got the other end of the wire. You're not, I'm getting this like pulling the wire, and it kind of caving in on itself. So I want to say you're not threatened, you're not scared, because it's like you can use their own argument against them, or you can, like every threat, every intimidation is a sign of their weakness, and you know that, and you can use that against them. It's interesting. Okay, I only just got that. I didn't get that when I was kind of preparing the reading. So you're looking through the cracks, you're looking beyond the storm, you're looking beyond the storm. Could be some kind of drama, right? Some kind of drama, some kind of upset, some kind of unsettled situation that you're dealing with. You're looking beyond it, because it's like you're reading more into it than other people are. Everybody else is just looking at the lightning, but you're saying, well, where did the lightning come from? And why does it feel the need to be so loud in the first place? It's like I want to say something about like you can be just as bright, you're just as powerful, you can cause just as much chaos as this energy can. But it's like you're using your energy for good, or you're containing your energy, or holding back or something. So I want to say that you're taking the blank space, you're taking the void, you're taking the silence, and you're like, okay, this is the situation that I've got here. These are the cards I've been given. This is the hand that's being played. I'm going to use it. I'm going to make the most of it. And it's like painting the fantasy onto the void. It's like, fine, you're going to give me a blank canvas. Well, I'm going to make it beautiful. Fine, you're going to give me negativity. Well, I'm going to transform it into something beautiful and abundant in that way that you are apt to do, Libra, being ruled by Venus. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So, okay, it's locked down. Okay, fine, I can't go anywhere. Like, it's locked down. You know, I'm being restricted. My movement's being restricted by the government. I'm gonna, you know, learn to paint. I'm gonna work on my home. I'm gonna improve my physical beauty. It's like, fine, go ahead, give me nothing, because I can make everything. It's not I can make something out of nothing. It's I can make everything out of nothing. I can turn anything into a positive. I can turn anything into my favor. And there is this longing, though. There's this longing to not be in a situation where you're triggered, or you're threatened, or you're being given negativity. You see beyond it. You see where you want to go. It's like what's within you, right? The seed that's being cultivated within you. This inner this inner nature of peace and tranquility and beauty and harmony. It's you've got this longing for that, because up here you've got this breath of the cosmos card. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. It's like you're not scared by whatever this is, because you're talking to something that's beyond it. Like, do you see what I mean? It's like, how do I show you this? It's like, now again, I talk in metaphors here, but like you're trapped perhaps here on Earth, and the sky, like there's this energy of, again, maybe it's the internet, maybe it's like corporations using the internet. There's this energy of keeping you in this bubble. And I want to say the bubble is like being shown as like the sky or the atmosphere. It's like the atmosphere is containing you, but you don't even care about it, because you're already communicating with something that's behind it, right? You're communicating with something higher, some kind of higher power, something that's part of the cosmos, part of the universe. So it's like whatever's happening here on Earth is inconsequential to you, because you're communicating with something that's beyond it anyway. Something like that, where it just feels like you're beyond it. You're beyond the Earth. You're talking to spirit, you're talking to the universe, your energy is expanded so far that the thing that's threatening all the other trees, you're not even part of that ecosystem anymore. Your spirit's, it's like you've transcended to another plane. Again, you could be a light worker or starseed, and you've had you've transcended to an upper realm of spirit. And so again, it's like, you're like, it's like, okay, so this is the current situation here on Earth. Everybody's dealing with this. Everybody's dealing with these earthly matters. But I'm going to go and talk to the universe here. I'm going to go and talk to the void. I'm going to go and connect with this energy that's beyond. And we're going to work together. We're going to bring this down. We're going to paint, like paint the roses red, but not in a negative way. It's like it's like I'm already talking to this. I'm already connected to this place. And again, it could be within you, but it's like your soul's beyond. Your soul's already here. When everybody else is dealing with this. It's like the mundane things, but your soul's already, it's like you've already seen the afterlife, or you've already seen the next phase of the world, or you've already seen the next level. So this feels base, and you're just not spending any time on it, is how it feels. So you've got this energy of like longing for home, homesick for the stars. So because I want to say this is, it's like, this is the reality, this is the higher reality, this is like, how do I put this? It's like, maybe you do identify as a starseed, a light worker, a starseed. Maybe you do identify as coming from, it's like this longing for home. It's like a memory of a different existence, a memory of a better planet, a better life, it's like it could be coming to you in your dreams, or when you meditate. It's like this better place to be, not in a way that's like nihilistic or anything like that. I want to say this is a nihilistic energy. You're dealing with somebody who's negative, but you're almost like, well, whatever my current situation on here on Earth is, I know that I'm here to bring light and love into this earthly mundane plane, like this dirty kind of lower form of existence. I know that I've incarnated here on Earth to show people that this exists, to make things better, to tap into the creative energy, the best parts, right? The good seeds of humanity, even the bad people. It's like you're tapping into the better part of themselves and bringing that out, because you're trying to create this here on Earth which again, like Virgo had this. It's like you're trying to bring this down. It's like it's manifesting in, and this has been coming through in all my readings. It's like this better future, like maybe it's like a better future for the generations to come. It's like coming in, it's manifesting in. But it's like we have to go through the storm first. It's as it's coming in, it's creating a lot of upset, it's creating a lot of confusion, it's creating people feel unsettled, and it's bringing the worst parts out of people. But it's like you've already accepted that this is coming in. You've already read the next chapter. So it's like, yeah, that's a good way of saying it. Thank you. Sorry, I like when I get information that helps me explain. Earth School, what's this? Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study higher learning. Yeah, it's like you came down to earth to learn lessons. You came down to earth to show people. That's interesting. Followed by fall into arms. It's like you're an earth angel or something. Like, I know I'm a Libra and like big compliments, but sometimes we get shit readings where it's like tidy your house, surrender, holding the opposites extremes of life. It's like you fell to earth and something is catching you, something like that. Like the universe is going to catch you. So I want to say this doesn't matter. This is like, it's almost like it's boring to you, or it's mundane and kind of like blah. Because you've got this higher purpose, you've got this higher knowledge. Like you've read the next chapter. Like this chapter's boring because, you know, it's just a storm that's passing through, where, you know, the next phase is the important phase. The next phase is where, you know, I get to shine. So what lights you up, you know? So yeah, homesick for what other people are saying is like a fantasy or rose tinted glasses. And I want to say it's not a fantasy. It is a better way of being. It is something that's, you know, if it already exists in you, why can't it exist outside of you? So yeah, like you're ready to move on to the next chapter. Again, not in a way where you're going to try and get, you know, maybe you are meditating and stuff and trying to spend as much time in that next place as possible. But while you're here on earth, you know you've got a job to do in this physical form. So you're just ready, and eager to get on to that next phase, because this current phase is really boring and kind of just really mundane and like a bit gross. So it's saying surrender to the process, you know, go with it. So you've got all these cards about where is it? Pleasure, joy, make love to life. So it's like whatever situation you're in at the moment, even if you do find yourself kind of in a bit of a void space, you know, what can you do to bring more beauty to your world? How can you live in the here and now? How can you find pleasure? You know, even if it is like, right, yeah, we know we're going somewhere cool like later, but for now, while you're here, enjoy time with your friends, enjoy, you know, the things that bring you pleasure, even if it's just like a hot bath or meditating or going for a walk, spending time with people that you love, spending time with your children. It's like, make the most of being here on earth, make the most of your immediate reality. Like, don't worry too much about the bigger picture right now. Just be in the moment, be in the here and now, and spend some time making this moment as good as it possibly can be. But also this energy of take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. So some of you are doing a lot of light work at the moment, where it's like you're really pushing to reach the next phase. You know, accept that sometimes you need a rest, you need to recharge your batteries. And it could also be an energy of accepting that you have to let go of something for now, accepting that you can't connect to that next reality right now, and you have to surrender to the sweetness of the current moment, because it may not be the right time, right? Let me just check my notes and see if I've got anything else. You may be seeing number patterns. I saw 133 and 777. Just checking my notes. You could be something about your imagination being better than reality as well. So just be wary about that rose, you know, that tendency to paint a rose tinted. It's because you want things to be good, you want people to be happy. So just be aware of your tendency to to sometimes be a little bit toxic positivity. You know, they show me joy from inside out, and I can definitely see myself doing that sometimes. It's like, it's okay to be sad sometimes. It's okay to admit, you know, this situation is wearing me out, this situation is making me sad, I need to take some time to rest. That's okay. I got when the lights go out by 5 with this blackout energy, or this I don't know what it is, but you may want to go and look that up. When the lights go out, babe, I swear you will succumb to me. That energy of succumbing again. Big Eyes by Lana Del Rey. Did I see what I wanted? So did you use that rose-tinted glasses, that fantasy tendency, Libra, to see, you know, because maybe people didn't tell you the truth. Maybe there were secrets. Maybe the information was suppressed. So did you tell yourself a beautiful story because it was better than facing the reality of not knowing? That could have been something that happened. Maybe that you're asking yourself that. Did I see what I wanted? What wasn't true? Your world was burning and I stood watching. What are you hiding? It's amazing what a woman in love will do. So perhaps you forgave some very negative behaviors because of the love, because you want to see the best in a situation. I got the energy that you're wanting someone to share this with, like you know, somebody who can perhaps you want to try and connect again with this energy of connection. There's a woman here and a man here. Perhaps you want to meet somebody in this sacred space, right? You want to meet somebody in this when you astrally project, like you want to make a connection here. You want somebody to share the fantasy with. You want somebody to share in this idealized romantic let's paint the best picture view of the world. You want somebody who sees the world as something beautiful to be enjoyed no matter what. You want a partner to share that. It's like, this is your inner vision, like this is your inner realm. You want somebody to share that vision with. You want, because maybe there is something a little bit lonely about this. So again, it's I don't know. Okay, so I want to get you a little bit of advice. I'm really getting called to the Tarot de la Nuit deck for you. So I thought maybe we could get a character card. What do we have, please, for Libra? Libra for Monday. Libra for Monday. Okay, on the underline, you've got the Hermit again. Virgo energy, could definitely be a Virgo. It also talked to me about connecting to the God within, right? Doing soul searching, connecting to your core, connecting to your truth, connecting to that golden thread within you. And you've got the 10 of Pentacles. It is in the reverse, so there may be a difficult message with this, and the thread has been cut on this card. But normally the meaning of the 10 of Pentacles is the building up of a legacy, a financial future, a feeling of abundance, a feeling of security, a feeling of wealth, but not only on your own, but sharing it with others. Again, you've got the 9 of Earth, which is a more independent version of this energy. 10 of Pentacles is normally shared with other people. With it being in the reverse, I'm not quite sure what it's trying to say, but let me just read from the card. The Crown of Apotheosis. The Crown of Apotheosis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's there. The Crown of Apotheosis. Again, with this crown energy, right? With you feeling like your crown chakra is open, perhaps connecting to starseed energy, connecting to the universe. That blueprint in the sky energy of the future. You are about to enter my territory, which is of gold and wealth. See my imposing crown. It embodies the state of accomplishment and completion that is finally mine after a long journey. I fought hard, but now I can rest and enjoy my prosperity. I am a queen at peace. I want my children and all my subjects to share my wealth. Again, generosity is here, and the Ace of Earth can indicate an offer. Somebody could be making an offer to you. I don't know. I want to be their provider. It could be you as well, wanting to provide this for your children's future. I want to be their provider. I want to give them a future of milk and honey. As for you, I predict that everything will work out in a wonderful way. You will meet success, and you, like me, will become a provider for all of your clan. Keywords: completion, abundance, wealth, accomplishment, family, enjoying and sharing the gold of success. Okay, somebody could be making an offer to you. Just be careful about if they're trying to control you in a suppressive way. Just be very, very cautious of that. I'm really getting called to this deck. I don't normally like using this deck, and I will warn you, I'm not even convinced it's a real deck. I think it might be a knockoff, so I don't tend to use it. And it's very tricky. It's not always very accurate, but I'm really being called to it. Something about the images. Right, so what do we have, please, for Libra for Monday? Libra for Monday. It's the Romance Angels deck. Soulmate. Look, yes, this is your soulmate. So if you were doubting, this is your soulmate. But as I say, this deck can be tricky. So just be cautious. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay. Could be messages for somebody. But as I say, just be wary. Again, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Just be wary, because this deck is a tricky deck that's I'm not sure about it, basically. Maybe you're scared of being tricked. Maybe you've been tricked in the past. You're scared of being tricked. Maybe you do have a tendency to over-romanticize situations. So you may have seen the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and got yourself into a relationship or a situation where when you actually got there, it was like chocolate money, or it was like not even real. It was like, when people bite the coin, like pirates and stuff, they bite the coin and it'll bend if it's fake. Although gold's very, very soft. I don't know. It's like something false. But because you believed it, right? Because you believed in the fantasy, you believed in the dream. So, but I want to say, it's like maybe your soulmate also believes in the fantasy. Your soulmate also believes in the dream. It's like you could be connecting again, maybe with a Pisces. Like you could be, it's like you can paint a beautiful reality around you, even if, because that person also believes in the fantasy. They also have that romantic heart. They believe in the dream. They also wear the rose-tinted glasses. So in a way, you kind of match, because even if you don't have the fairy tale life, you can both believe in the dream, something like that. I don't know. Right. Okay. So I've got the Angels Among Us deck again, with you kind of having this Earth Angel quality to your reading. Show me a specific card. I'll be curious if it comes out. What do we have, please, for Libra? Not the card I was saying, but it could be the card that you're connecting with. You've also got I can't say it, Melchizedek, spiritual development study and law of attraction. I really like him. I think he looks really, really cool. I like he's got like the long hair hippie vibe, and I like grey hair. Right, so Commander Ashtar, so a starseed energy again. You see starseed, space travel, galactic guide. Yeah, some of you may definitely perceive yourselves to be a starseed, and you could definitely be contacting, home. You've got this energy of longing for home, homesick for the stars. It's like you're connecting with a galactic guide, your galactic, your commander. Maybe you are a light worker, a starseed here on Earth with a certain mission, and this is your commander up in the sky saying, look, you've got work to do, perhaps. You've got work to do, but enjoy your time there as well. Enjoy the physical form that you're in. Enjoy the pleasures. Maybe if you're born of a star, you can't eat chocolate. It's like, look, the stuff down there that I miss. I miss being down on Earth and being able to eat chocolate. I miss being down on Earth and being able to, hug the cat and feel the warmth of it. Like, there's things that I miss. There's pleasures. There's a benefit to having a physical body. So enjoy that. Maybe, I don't know. Bit of a crazy reading. But even if it's fantasy, even if it's my imagination, it's again, Pisces energy has this kind of like sci-fi energy to it. Getting a bit of Pisces in here. Even if it is fantasy, there's benefit to it to you. It helps you maintain a high vibration, perhaps, or it helps you to navigate the pitfalls of life, because when you do get into that void energy, when you do get into the difficult situations, you know, it gives you hope, it keeps you going. It's you know, your fantasy is your fuel, something like that. So, you know, if you are a little bit of a fantasist, if you do a little bit of make-believe, if it works for you, if it's what gets you, you know, from today to tomorrow, then just keep doing that. Keywords, galactic guides, starseeds, and space travel. I don't know. Commander Ashtar is an intergalactic ascended master. He works with other ascended star beings and the Intergalactic Council to help planet Earth reach higher levels of consciousness, love, and wisdom. Commander Ashtar can help you connect with the stars and your own star origin. Supporting starseeds, anyone who feels their soul originated on another planet or just has a deep connection to the stars, is one of Commander Ashtar's roles, and he can help you to feel more at home on this planet and remember your own galactic mission. So that's interesting how I was saying, you don't feel like you fit in, you feel like you're very, very different to everybody else, and it kind of draws attention to you. You know, he's saying he can help you feel more at home. I think part of that is accepting that you're different, accepting that you stand out, accepting that you draw attention because perhaps you're supposed to. And as long as you're using that, you know, whatever attention is being given to you, even if sometimes it's negative attention, if you're using it to show people a better way of being, you know, you're showing people how to act as a kinder person, a more loving person. How do we bring love into this situation where there's chaos and conflict? You're acting as a role model, and you're actually serving your purpose here on Earth by being a leader in a leader of light here on Earth, you know, showing people a high vibrational way of being. You have a galactic mission to help support this planet in reaching higher levels of consciousness. Help in whatever way you feel called. Love and relationships. Work on the relationship with yourself. Again, you've got this mirror card, right? Work on your relationship with yourself. What's triggering you? When you know yourself, you are better able to create and keep positive and loving relationships. So don't try and be like the other trees. That's not who you are. You know, there's something about self-acceptance. Feeling at home in this world can be tough for those who have galactic origins. Bring the stars. I can't believe it. It's exactly what we were saying in your reading, right? Longing for, where's it gone? That longing for the stars energy, longing for home. Is it here? I don't know where it's gone. Bring the stars into your home by opening the curtains at night or adding galactic artwork or glow-in-the-dark ceiling stars. I follow NASA on Instagram because I like seeing the images of the stars. So that's something else you could do as well. Just, you know, or maybe change the background of your desktop to, I think I have that. I think I have a star constellation as the background to my desktop. So, you know, whatever you can to bring that star energy into your life. Work. The old paradigm of 9 to 5 until you retire may not work for you. Look outside the box and be open to work opportunities that may seem a little out there to others. Again, there's that, you're doing something different, you know, people don't understand. And this thing is all about a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Some of you could be working too hard, you know, chasing the money and not making enough time for your dream space. Perhaps some of you want to write a book. I always talk about the inner world being, you know, we all have a book within us, and this fantasy realm that is itching to get out on the page, like Harry Potter or you know, Lord of the Rings or something like this. Money is a strange concept for starseeds. Tell me about it. My Capricorn Lilith placement is nodding right now. Money is a strange concept for many starseeds. It may be a good time to read some money books or try to educate yourself on how this system works. Try to see money as simply a tool to help you fulfill your galactic mission. Yeah, money's an energy. If the universe thinks you need money, it'll send you money if you believe. Well-being, get outside and look. You know, the universe is, if you're fulfilling your mission as a light seed, you don't have to worry about money because the universe will provide you with what you need. Like when COVID happened and everybody was panic buying milk and bread, and I was like, where am I going to get milk and bread from? And I went into work, and because we couldn't open, we were sent home with like the milk and bread because you know, it would have gone off, it wouldn't have been used. So, you know, the universe works in unexpected ways. Well-being, get outside and look at the sky, watch the clouds roll on by and go stargazing at night. We spend so much time indoors that it's easy to forget there's a whole wide universe out there. Exactly, it's like you're seeing beyond, you've got this, it's like your perspective is so much higher. You've gone beyond earthly things. Like you've gone off. You're off in the stars, Libra. And maybe people don't understand that. Spirituality, meet with your galactic guides and travel to other planets and star systems in meditation. I do that. Ask Commander Ashtar to take you space traveling in his spacecraft. Listen to his wisdom as you journey through the stars. So it says, embody the energy of Commander Ashtar by taking command of your own life, stepping into leadership positions, working towards your life purpose and galactic mission, taking care of yourself on meditation journeys or astral travel through the stars and galaxies, or helping others to fulfill their mission. Another really fun little game, if any of you are gamers and you perhaps play on Origin. Maybe you're playing things like Mass Effect as well. But I was thinking of Spore. Spore's a really fun little game, and there's this element of galactic travel on that. So that might be a fun one for you. So yeah, maybe you just, or maybe even watching movies like, I can't think of the one that I'm trying to think of, but maybe you're watching some sci-fi movies, or, you know, you're watching Doctor Who or something. You could find a lot of, you could find that need inside you is satisfied somewhat by engaging with media or medium that is to do with space travel, perhaps. All right, I hope that's helpful to you. Do take care of yourselves, and do check out the description box down below. It's an hour and 5 minutes. I'm sorry, these long readings. Check out the description box down below, where there'll be a few more songs that might prompt you into giving you ideas or clarifying a few things for you. They may get you thinking, maybe watch the videos to them. And yeah, above all, take care of yourselves. Like if you like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share with friends if you think you have friends who are starseeds and they might need to hear this. Do take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye.